looking at some of the policy traction, as you mentioned here in the U.S., being that you have to put billions of dollars, in the markets and betting on where that policy goes. What do you think we're going to get out of Washington? I mean, if you were to look 12 months from now, right? What would be your bet?
Well, we don't know for sure, but our general sense is that you'll probably get some tax reform. It will more likely resemble a traditional tax cut as opposed to broad-based reform. Because Congress is going to be focusing on the revenue side of any tax plan, it will likely be well pared down from what's been proposed either by the Republicans or the Trump plan itself. On the infrastructure side, we're even more pessimistic. There may be something done there symbolically, but it's going to be a lot smaller than the $1 trillion that's been mentioned. And in the area of regulation, we don't see much in terms of improvement on the regulatory side from a legislative perspective. We do think as Trump brings in more members of the administration, that there'll be a relaxation in the focus on implementing a lot of the post-crisis regulation that's in place. So on the margin, we think that there'll be a little bit of regulatory relief, a little bit of relief on the tax side, but not significant and not too far away from what our original views were when I mentioned earlier that we thought it was worth 50 basis points of impact on the yield curve. And from a growth perspective, we still see growth in the mid 2% range for next year. Productivity is always difficult to predict, but the 3% type growth numbers that have been thrown around, if they occur, and where we're not too optimistic there, that's going to be a story for out into the 2019 and beyond years.